Brandon Phoenix, a.k.a. I also hate Pitt. Very poignant for the times that we are in, for the video that we're doing. It's been a long time. We should have left you without a why we hate to step two. And I am joined by my brother.
You already know. I should be like, I also hate Pitt Jr. I also hate Pitt, etc. But nah, I'm JN Fiend in the building, in the booth.
JN Fiend in the building, in the booth. And we're here to bring nothing but the truth. We are here to bring it to you real, raw, and uncut. We're here to bring it to you unfiltered. We're here to bring to you the passion, the fiery reality that is our hatred for that institution known as the Western University of Pittsburgh. That's right. That's what you were known as. That's what you should be known as, because nobody really cares about you as Pitt. Think about it. Who cares about you, even in your own city? Where do you rank? You got the Buccos. That's right, the Pirates. You've got the Penguins. And of course, the almighty Steelers, who you share a home with, quote unquote, share a home with. You coat-tail riding, home begging, vagabonds, Pitt Panthers is what you are. And after that, you got Penn State in your own city outpacing you. You've got the West Virginia University Mountaineers in your own city outpacing you. Because nobody cares about Pitt. And those that do, for the most part, so many of us, hate you. We hate you. Why? Because you don't add any value. You don't do anything productive. Even in your best seasons, you lose to teams like Western Michigan. Western Michigan, an FCS school. I'm going to go with Joe, the West Virginia stats guy. He's at WV Stats Guy. Give him some props. Give him some props. He did a Fail to Pitt Friday segment on Twitter every Friday. He pointed out that since joining the Big 12, WVU is undefeated versus G5 and FCS teams. But here are a few Pitt losses to G5 and FCS teams during that same time. You lost to Youngstown State by 14 at home. You lost to Navy twice. You lost to Akron by 11 at home. You lost to Houston. You lost to UCF by 31 points.
He's bringing it.
And like I said, you lost to Western Michigan at home in your best season in 40 years. The season you brag about included a loss to Western Michigan. That's right. That's who you are. In your best season, you couldn't muster a bowl win. In your best season, you had to brag about beating Wake Forest in your conference championship game. You have players like Blewett as a kicker and Pickett as a quarterback. It's just indicative of who you are. The names speak for themselves. I hate you guys. I'm going to be honest. Sometimes we do these and it's forced. Not because it's not the truth, but because I'm really trying to bring out the emotion from inside, from deep down within inside. No, this resides at the top. It's top of mind. Like the advertising they do on television. I hate you. I hate your fans. I hate your administration. I hate your reputation. I hate everything about you. All you do is bring down those that count on you. In your most impressive, most important win in the history of your program, you did nothing with it. It was not program building. It was not program changing. It was just destructive. That's what you are. You don't help your conference. You no longer help your university. You don't help your city, your state. You don't help your country. You're just Pitt. And I hate you. Jeremy, give it to him.
Ooh. I also hate Pitt went off. He kept it real. Man, look, I'm going to be for real. We're doing this so the younger Mountaineers know why we hate Pitt so much. But you know what? Even more than that, it's not even more than that. Maybe it's equal. I will let you Pitt fans know why we hate you so much. You think it's arbitrary. You think it's because it's, an hour and 15 minutes between Morgantown and Pittsburgh. It is not because of that. I'll be real. I can keep it real and I can be honest. The reason why I hate Pitt is because one of the reasons is because you single-handedly, you had a helper, and ruining the Big East. The Big East came to a close because of you. No media is going to tell you that. No people from Pittsburgh is going to tell you that. The truth is this. You guys have history, tradition. You guys are in a big market for television in Pittsburgh. And yet for decades, but especially the decade after Miami and Virginia Tech left, you did nothing. You were absolutely garbage. You lost. Brandon mentioned a lot of losses, but I'm talking about when you were in the Big East, you lost to OU. And I'm not talking about the Sooners. And I'm not talking about OSU, Ohio State. You lost to Athens, the Bobcats. And I should never, ever, ever root for Pitt. And yet at that time, because the Big East needed it, I was rooting for you guys just to win. And you couldn't because you're garbage. You and Syracuse, single-handedly, because you were garbage for a decade, ruined the Big East. If you guys were doing what we were doing, winning BCS bowl games, what Louisville was doing, winning BCS bowl games, the Big East would still be here. But you couldn't and you can't. And that's what it is. You have such a long history of not ruining talent, but not using talent to its potential. Okay, I get it. You get players over West Virginia sometimes. We get some of them. You get some of them. But when you get them, you do nothing with them. That's what makes me mad. If you're going to get them, if you're going to get these big-time athletes, do something with them. Win something. Show something. But you do nothing. What do you want to talk about? Larry Fitzgerald? Larry Fitzgerald was there 2002 and 2003. You went 8-5, and then you went 9-4. Granted, you lost your bowl game in 9-4, and it was the Continental Tire Bowl. Come on now. Darrell Revis, Darrell, or whatever you want to say. Darrell Revis, great NFL player. Yeah, he's from Pitt. Yeah, what did he look like? When he was here from 2004 to 2006, 8-4, 5-6, 6-6. What did you do with him? Oh, Aaron Donald, the best defensive player in the NFL. What did he do when he was at Pitt? 6-7, 8-5, 6-7 again, 7-6. You do nothing with the players that you get. If you're going to get them and you're going to steal them from us, fine. But do something with them. Oh, let's talk about Shady McCoy. Shady McCoy, here from 2007 and 2008. You went 5-7 when you had him. Bro, you come talk to me. You do nothing with the talent you get. All you know how to do, like Brandon said, is tear down conferences. That's what I'm talking about. Your whole program is garbage. And the only thing you have to talk about is when you talk about decades and decades ago. If you want to talk about Tony Dorsett and Dan Marino, yeah, how long ago was that? That's the reason why the script Pitt on your helmet is so apt. Because it's antiquated. Just like your winning program. Don't nobody know how to do cursive no more. They don't even teach it in schools. That's how old it is. That's why you put it on your helmets, because that's the last time you was winning. And I'm sick of it, and I'm sick of you, and I can't stand you. You get, all right, so fine. Okay, I get you. Okay, we won a few games. Last year, we won the ACC. Who'd you play in the ACC championship game? Oh, that's right, Wake Forest. I also had mentioned that. You played a watered-down ACC conference, and you beat, it was either you or Wake Forest winning the ACC. Man, get out of here. Go somewhere. Look, that's the reason why in 1999, your AD, Steve Patterson, whatever his name is, Peterson, he made the right decision when he decided to shut down the old Pittsburgh Stadium. That's the reason why he made the right decision to go to Heinz Field, because he knew it wasn't worth putting money into the program, putting money into a stadium, because you people don't show up. Matter of fact, when you were in Heinz Field, you guys even discussed putting tarps over some seats because people weren't showing up, because that's how much people don't care. It was smart of him. The only stadium in Oakland, where your stadium used to be, the only stadium in Oakland is out in California. The A's playing baseball, because don't nobody care about Pitt. Not even the people from Pitt. I'm telling you, this is real. I'm not even playing. When we sit here talk about, hey, we're Pitt, we're this, we're that, we're that. Hey, look, you might as well be the University of South Florida. You're one of the only schools who doesn't play football on campus. South Florida plays in Raymond James Stadium. Where do you play? Heinz Field. Where's that? Off campus. You're South Florida. Hey, if that's what you want to be, good for you. Maybe that's not who you want to be, but that's who you are. And the last thing I'm going to tell you is there's no Panthers in the entire state of Pennsylvania. You don't believe me? Google that stuff. Get your facts straight. It's ridiculous. It's embarrassing. But it's not going to be as embarrassing when we show up on Thursday night. Get at me.
We're going to get at you. We've been getting at you. With the return of the backyard brawl this fall, Skylar Callahan pointed out, West Virginia is 11-5 in baseball against Pitt, 4-0 in basketball against Pitt, 2-0 in women's basketball against Pitt, 17-5 overall against Pitt, winning 7 of the last 10 football games against Pitt. Since Pitt joined the conference, since they joined their first football conference in 1991, according to Joel, the WV stats guy, if they continue at their current rate of winning 3 conference titles every 31 seasons, they will eventually catch West Virginia University's current number of conference championships in the year 2145. There's no comparison to what we are versus what you guys want to be. There's no comparison. What you were was great. What you are is worthless. Jeremy pointed out, I pointed out, and it will be pointed out for the world to see on Thursday, September 3rd, 2022 at Acrisure Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Sit with that, since that naming right had nothing to do with you. This is the RVK. That stands for the Raspy Voice Kids. Nobody's confused about that. So you can, and you probably will, get at your boys.